All right, folks. Long time ago, I made a video. Oh, I'm gonna just move my camera just a little bit. Okay. Long time ago, I made a video about tires and wheelchairs, manual and power. And that was back in 22. We are now in 24. So it's been a long time. Um, I just want to drop information, reminders that, you don't have to just take the tires that the wheelchair comes with. I'm sure that in the sale, they might mention what kind of tires you want, and you'll be, I don't know. I didn't know either. But there's a couple of tricks with this. A few tricks. If your wheelchair is here in the United States, if you're going through insurance and Medicare is involved, Medicare wants to make sure that you're going to use this wheelchair indoor and outdoors. It's just their requirement. So you have to make sure that you can use it indoors and that the tires are not going to wreck your floors. So there are special power wheelchair tires that are indoor, outdoor. So that's the trick you want to make sure that you have. You can purchase separately, I think. I think you can. For power wheelchairs, you can purchase, all-terrain wheels for your power wheelchair and your manual wheelchair. But those will have to be, put aside, and then you have to figure out how you're going to mount them. There is a special bracket, I guess, that can help you raise your power wheelchair. But I want you all to be very careful with that because depending on your condition, you don't want to mess up. You don't want the wheelchair on top of you. So that would be bad. That would be very bad. So so if you want to buy some extra all-terrain wheels for your power wheelchair, that's fine. And if you want to later get some all-terrain wheels for your manual wheelchair, you can do that too. But again, if Medicare is involved, they want to make sure you're going to use that wheelchair indoors. Because if you need a wheelchair, their logic is if you need a wheelchair, then you need a wheelchair. Then you're going to need it indoors and outdoors. So they want to make sure of that. So any wheels that manual or power wheelchair comes with, you want to make sure that they're not going to wreck your floors. So, for instance, on my power wheelchair, I have indoor-outdoor wheels, so they don't mark up my floors, they don't make a mess. So when I come back in from snow and wet stuff, there is a carpet, that in the main door, and I just do some donuts to get some of the wet and snow off or debris or whatever got stuck to my wheels. So you can do that too. You can get a special rug where you can do some donuts, get some of the dirt off. For manual wheelchairs also, there's indoor, outdoor wheels, your back wheels so that it doesn't wreck your floors and you have enough traction. You can get all-terrain, and again, these extra wheels do come with a cost. I want to warn you. They're like $200, can be $300, so they are expensive. You can save up your pennies and get some, so that if you want to go out and really get dirty, you can do that, and enjoy life, go on a hike, whatever it is, and you can switch to your all-terrain. Some people can't do that because they're too expensive. So, but just know that there are a variety of different wheels that you can look at. But you want to make sure for manual and power, you want to make sure that you get indoor, outdoor, so it doesn't wreck your carpet, so that your mother-in-law is not yelling at you, all that good stuff. So, um, so let me say, what else can I put here? The different type of tires. For manual wheelchairs, you have the solid tires, which I will put up here, a variety of tires. So there's the solid tires, which I go for because I would not have the energy to chase my tires and to put air in them and all that kind of stuff. I just don't have the energy, so I just do solid tires. And then there's the other tires, which are inflatable. And, they say that those tires are a bit softer, for your ride. So you want to take a look at that, and you don't mind, putting in or checking the PSI of your tires, and then that's fine. Then go for it. For power wheelchairs, we also have inflatable tires, and those need to be checked, often. I don't know how often, maybe once a week, just to make sure they're inflated enough. Your power wheelchair weighs quite a bit, and then when you sit in it, blah, 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 you don't want your wheels to be crying. So, but you have to be on the ball to make sure that your tires are filled and are good to go. But I got solid tires for my power wheelchair, so I didn't want to be bothered with, So there's solid tires, and there's inflatable tires, and there's all-terrain tires, and there's outdoor tires, and there's all kinds of tires. So for the guys, I think this is really cool kind of thing to kind of look. Oh, there's different tires. Okay, they get all excited. Some don't, but some guys are like, oh my god, there's different tires I can look at. And every year they're making the tires better and better. So, yeah, so that would be cool. So I will put some, tires here, different types of tires that you can look at, and hopefully with the cost there, but just know that you'll have to save up your pennies to get a variety of tires, if you want to change it, but you're going to have to get, what's it called? A jack. For the power wheelchairs, you're going to have to get a jack, and I really want you to be careful with that because I wouldn't be able to do it. But guys, don't mind getting on the floor and using a jack and putting in a new tire and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of fun. So just know that you do have choices. With Medicare, you got to remember that on the sheet it needs to say indoor for outdoor use. So and that's the big requirement for them. If you are just going through private insurance, I don't think they care as much. They just want to make sure that it's something that you want to invest and you want to work on, and it's going to be used. So, and there's a purpose. There's a reason. The diagnosis has to reflect the need for a wheelchair. So the diagnosis and the treatment has to reflect the need. So they don't want to invest, or for you to invest in something that you're going to use lightly. So that is my 2 cents on wheels. For those guys who are techies, this might be exciting news that you knew or didn't know, that there's different types of wheels for different types of things that you can do. So I will post the different tires so that you can take a look at that, even if you're going on a beach or something like that. But beach going, there's a lot of beaches now that have special wheelchairs that you can rent out or for free and take a spin around the beach. So that might be fun activity for you at some point. So I just want to update. I just wanted to update that video I did back in 2022. I know it was pretty popular. So I will leave the different types of tires. I will kind of warn you of the prices because it can get expensive. But you know, if that's something you want to invest in, you really enjoy, you know, getting around, getting out, then you know this video can be for you. Just know that it's important also to purchase the correct tires for the right wheelchair. It's just kind of like a car. You have to have the right tire for the right car so it doesn't throw off the machinery or the electronics. Same thing could happen with a power wheelchair if you don't have the right tire for the correct wheelchair. So those are things that you need to pay attention to and check twice before you purchase that particular tire. And same thing with manual wheelchairs, you know, make sure you have the right size, that it's 24, 22. So there are sizes of wheelchair tires, and there are, you know, terrain type wheelchair wheels. And for power wheelchairs, you know, to make sure you have the right tire so it doesn't throw off the mechanisms or, you know, have your power wheelchair off tilt. All right, people, you know what to do with this. It would be very helpful for me if you subscribed, if you found this video helpful. Subscribe and like, make comments, and then the algorithm will say, oh, yeah, okay, you know, people like this channel, so let's help this person and just subscribe, and then I'll come back and watch other videos. So that would be awesome. All right, take care, stay warm, and I'll see you in the next one.